Are the two belt loops above the rear for wool kilt pleats, or above the rear wool kilt pleats, just, I guess, specifying that it's a wool kilt?
On the back of the kilt.
Yeah. Yes, the belt loops. Are they for the leather belt and the sporran strap?
That's a great question. That's one we haven't heard in a while, actually.
Yeah. The two, if you look at the evolution of the kilt over time, the two loops on the back of the kilt actually started off way back when as sporran loops. They weren't belt loops. So they were actually smaller loops on the back of the kilt, just wide enough to get your sporran strap through. Over time, people wanted them wider because they thought they were belt loops. They said, my belt doesn't fit through there. So they would make them wider to accommodate your kilt belt as well as the sporran strap.
Yeah.
And now some people just put the belt through there, not the sporran strap. The only thing that you have to be careful about is if you have, depending on your body shape, if you put your belt through the loops on the back of the kilt, we'll have to put a photo in after the fact, like a profile photo. Sometimes if your butt sticks out a bit and the belt pulls it in, your belt can kind of pull up on the top of those loops on the back of your kilt, which kind of creates a weird, like almost shelf-like effect.
Yeah.
On the back of the kilt and pulls it in weird ways that you don't necessarily want, that's not aesthetically pleasing. So in that instance, I would just say, turn sideways, look at yourself in a mirror, make sure it looks good if you're wearing your belt through there. But no, those are actually sporran loops for your sporran chain. And if you want to put your belt through there, do it. If you want to put both through there, do it. If you don't want to put anything through there, don't do it. You don't need those loops on the back of the kilt. Some kilt makers actually don't put them on at all. You have to request to have them put on. So it is not a necessity. It is kind of up to the individual. I would say the broader market has kind of decided that they should be about accommodating of a 3-inch belt, and there should be two of them, and they should be on the back of the kilt. It's kind of the de facto now for most kilt makers, but some still don't do it.
Yeah, they invented them basically for people with noacetol disease. So basically, if you don't have any hip at all, we just cracked up our videographer with. You never heard us say that before?
Nope.
Yeah. Noacetol disease. Noacetol. Okay. Guys who do not have a significant hip structure outside their belly, things are going to slide down. They're going to fall down. So that's why they came up with the loops in the first place. So, sporrans being more of an issue than anything else with that. So they're a handy little thing, but they're not necessarily completely optional.
Agreed.
Yeah. Hope that helps.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Hello. If you, like many American men, suffer from noacetol disease, realize that you are not alone. USAKilts.com doctors are standing by to help you with counseling and medical treatment in the form of special devices called kilts. If you need a support group, please do not hesitate to look for the Kilts and Culture Facebook group or the Kilts and Culture subreddit. Men just like you are there to help you. Remember, together we can get through this.